Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Oh, what's that? Another game of Against the Storm? Sure is. Still trying to get towards that sealed forest. Trying very hard and also failing very hard. You know, at some point I'll stop failing and we'll get there. Now you might say, hey, why not do an easier seal? To which I say, no. So, anyway, today's game has the corrosive torrent modifier, which means you don't get anything back when you destroy a building, which ranges from no big deal to devastating, depending on the building. The main thing it affects is camps, in my humble opinion. Because you want to put down camps, but once you run out of the nodes the camps can gather from, you tend to want to tear down those camps and build another one in its place to gather from different stuff. But you can't here, so parts are especially precious in this game. Anyway, let's see what we got. Royal Funding. Queen's Generosity knows no limits. Gain 2 amber every time you sell goods worth 10 amber. Is that like I have to do it all at once, or is that like cumulative? I hope so. I hope it's cumulative. Yeah, do a lot of trades during the drizzle, and not during storm with flooded roads. Cost of trade routes increases by 2. That sucks. Fog, hostility 1, have housing or be slowed. Not a big deal, as hostility 1 modifiers tend to be. Hostility 4, though, is getting a little tougher. Higher chance of consuming twice the amount of food on break, so eventually this becomes everybody just eats double the food, which is rough given I thought Prestige 6 was eats extra food. Huh, maybe I'm going crazy. But anyway, that means you'll eat a lot more food during the storm. It sucks. And if somebody dies during the storm, they instantly turn into a blood flower, which will suck up all your food. So, nothing like too critically bad. It's not like Greater Threat or Grim Fate, which is like, oh boy, gotta work real hard to avoid that. But, yeah, it's not something I can just ignore either. So, what we doing is we're gonna see how we can fare in this game. Greenhouse is pretty amazing. Not gonna lie. You can make pies, biscuits, and sort of pickled goods with this. It's just a lot of good things to say about the greenhouse. Yeah. It requires a drizzle geyser, but that just means opening a few small glades. How hard could that possibly be to find? I'm clicking on the workshop because I need good building materials, and now we kind of got what we need, somewhat. Provisioner or artisan is basically my choice here. The provisioner opens up flowers, which I can turn mushrooms into flowers. The artisan makes coats, which will be very helpful for the beavers and harpies. I think I'm going to go provisioner here. The flower and the nice packs of provisions are both exceptionally good to start with. And so let's start with them. If you can imagine. Swapping to a harpy on the hearth because that will give everybody higher carrying capacity, which means less trips back and forth from the warehouse, which means everything is just that much more efficient. Speaking of making things that much more efficient, We have got a new update this week. It is the holler update. Uh, Not like, it's not the holla at your boy update. No, it's hollers, Hauler, where in small glades you can find small holler stations, or in large glades, wherever. Anyway, you can find holler stations in glades, and you can drag those to wherever, and they will haul stuff for you, so that the people who are, like busy in the workshop. Why did I put it here? What is wrong with me? Nope, that's just where it lives now. Anyway, you can put down a hauler and basically, instead of the people working in the workshop or what have you, going to get a whole bunch of stuff in order to craft, the haulers take that in. They take things to and from the warehouse and different buildings to where they need to go, which is nice. Moss broccoli seeds will open up skewers for the foxes, but leftover crops makes, trading a lot easier with the greenhouse available, so I'm just gonna click that button. That's fine. God, I can't believe I put that next to the hearth instead of, next to the warehouse. What is wrong with me, apart from, talking, and thus devoting a lot of my brain bandwidth to talking instead of playing the game. Anyway, let's open up some orders before I start blaming everything else but myself. Interesting stuff. I did mention parts are especially precious in this game, so I'm probably just going to click Trading Post and be done with it. Hurried Expedition. The Apothecary is a very good blueprint. Can I complete 2 glade events? Maybe. 10 minutes? I will have to, aggressively pop glades if I want to try this. Alright, let's try it. Quick transaction, this is just not happening. We don't have the trade hub even built yet. Let's just go Lost in the Woods. And queue up some glades to open. These'll do. Hopefully we find some events in there. If not, I probably want to start chopping towards these. So let's set woodcutters to get to, but not open up the glades and call it good. Food is fine-ish right now. I'd love to find some fertile soil and a drizzle geyser and then never have to worry about food again, but for now, I do have to concern myself with it a touch. So let's get down a gatherer's camp. I know what all 3 races are, so I know I'll never get humans to make this root patch any more efficient than it will be currently, so I can guilt-free put anyone I want in that camp, which is nice. Hello! Nice. This is a glade event, and it is the small hauler station. Can I build it? Not quite. I need fabric, need bricks, which is a little rough. But not out of the question either, so let's get a stonecutter's camp, make that a higher priority. One day I'm going to tear this down, but not quite yet. Bricks, that stuff, yeah. Let us assign the builder to rebuilding this. It's a fox, so that's actually perfect. And hopefully all our bricks and fabric will go straight down there. and we'll be good. If I could find some, plant fiber camps, that would also be really nice. But we're not guaranteed that even a little bit. Anyway, we're just waiting on... We have enough bricks to allocate to the Glade event, so we really are just waiting on the woodcutters to deliver a couple of plant fibers so we can get the cloth we need done. And we found ourselves a clearance geyser. Clearance geyser and some rocks and some roots. Definitely could have been better, that's for sure. How are we doing here? We have some fabric, plant fibers, but not enough. It's just that 10% chance of plant fiber from tree just not going off, huh? Such is life. I will need to cut into more glades because I only found the one glade event. As it mentions here, this counts as a glade event. There was a time when ruins did not count as glade events, but they changed that this patch, I think. That or I'm, misremembering and crazy. Which could be. What if I'm just crazy? What do you think of that? Maybe. Maybe I am. Maybe we don't know. Alright, there's the last plant fiber we need. Good. In fact, here's some right there. Delivery's in progress. Once this lovely fox gets his bricks and cloth, we will be good. We just need to have those fibers delivered. And this guy is returning with ingredients, and they're both taking a coffee break, which I guess, sure. I guess if you want to not work until you collapse from exhaustion, that's your prerogative. For now. Till the Viceroy laws change. Alright, they are making the cloth I need. Hopefully, we'll get that squared away and chop through this. In fact, I need to chop through this so badly, I'm going to move the other woodcutter up here. Should also give due consideration to housing, because the harpies and the foxes are not going to like the amount of hostility we're going to have this storm season, so I would prefer them to have some place to avoid the storm. Ideally. So yeah, hopefully we can get the big shelter up, like, vaguely in time, once the hauler station is built, which it will be built pretty soon. Smarter player would pull someone off the workshop, now that we have enough building materials to do a bunch of stuff, and start building houses. So maybe I should just be that smarter player. Once one of these finishes, I will pull someone off of crafting. Hey. Impatience went up, so hostility went down. That's a nice little bonus. Like to more efficiently carve into here because I only have 5 minutes to finish 2 glade events. I need to find it and get it going real soon. To the point where if it's not in here, I need to pop into the dangerous glade events. Because that's where we're at right now. Alright, you're done, you're delivering stuff, so you go build stuff. Go build stuff, please. It's definitely not... I definitely don't have enough time for them to complete all their work. But, gotta hope. Please chop this down. Small encampment. This is the glade event. Nice. Our fox is indisposed right now. So, let's cut 2 woodcutters who are not busy immediately. And get them, sending them to the Citadel immediately. This should only take You know, they have to haul their stuff first, but after that, it's only 30 seconds, so that should get done in plenty of time. And I don't have to pop into a dangerous glade before I'm ready. Huzzah! That's always a nice feeling. We also want to get down a trading post. Hopefully we finish that sometime during the storm. If not, only have myself to blame, I guess. For queuing it up late. Down the supplier. Yes. Lost. Oh, this isn't. This is not the timed one, but I'm happy to see it. Lost in the woods. Done. More clay, more stones, some tools, and a blueprint. Excellent. Now we have the small hauler station. I can put it right over here, and in theory, it should grab from the workshop and the provisioner and the warehouse and just deliver tools between all of those places. I'm eager to see, well, I'm eager to experiment with how it functions more accurately. Anyway, Fox is done. I can put someone back on wood cutting. That's lovely. Ah, yes. Nearly forgot. They did make this UI change, which I highly disagree with. I liked this stuff on the same page of this, so I don't have to click through tabs to see what I need to upgrade it still. Not my favorite. Do not like. Please change back. Or at least give us the option to change it. Oh yeah, Hurried Expedition is done! Huzzah! Let's turn that in, get another blueprint. Very precious. We got the Apothecary now. 2-star biscuits is lovely. With these roots over here, we could actually start making biscuits like immediately, which is kind of crazy. Just turn on roots, turn into flour. Might want to consider getting a small stock of provisions as well, although we're not, like, once we get a greenhouse going, we'll have infinity of them, so maybe I don't care that much. But yeah, let's see our blueprints. Interesting stuff. Furnace is really good here. Like, it might be so good that I don't care about opening the glade to see if the forger's camp is useful. Yeah. Pie and copper is real strong. Yeah. And now we have... Ooh, I mean, this is just Alchemist Hut, right? The Fox Houses take crystallized dew, and there's no better building than the Alchemist Hut, save for, like, growing it with the Forester's Hut, but we don't have any fertile soil right now, so feels like I should count on finding a whole bunch of fertile soil when I have 0 currently. Speaking of things I have 0 of, I don't have any housing. So, everyone's a little upset. Let's change that. Can also get these guys delivering roots, which is good. The hauler station could in fact grab things from the stonecutter's camp, and since I have that +1 to clay production, I'm very happy to have the stonecutter's camp going. Beaver here? Sure. 2 builders is plenty. Yeah. We're building what we need to. Do want to get somebody back in the workshop, though. This is the... kind of just makes the argument of, boy, do you need, like... You need a good amount of people to start with. Otherwise, things get really slowed down. Alright, If we can finish one of these beaver houses, we'll have upgraded the hearth, and that'll be nice. I want to turn this in when I get a little bit more impatience. This doesn't get me any immediate benefits, so I would rather kill off a full point of impatience instead of just, you know, only bringing it back to 0. That was the word I was looking for. Foxes? I guess. Have to cut their last woodcutter for this, but I think I'm very happy to have the extra manpower. Or fox power in this case. So let's put you in the workshop. Anything else? No, looks good. Looks good. I'd love to run a woodcutter, but then the fox would get all, you know, they'd get all sad and leave, so I can't. Should put these down at some point too, but kind of need to clear space around the hearth. To wit, let's get one of the woodcutters down here. Probably gonna pop into this glade when drizzle hits, because that is tends to be a good time to open up glades, end of the storm or when drizzle hits, because that gives you the most amount of time to do it before the next storm hits, which can be important depending on the glade you're opening and what's inside of it. But yeah, for the moment, little early to put woodcutters back, but now it's not. Alright, let's get the beavers back on woodcutting, and like all of them. Alright, good. I'll have you guys foraging and collecting stone. Hauler station is a bit superfluous right now, so I'm good. Let's see how we fare. Alright. Trader has arrived. Ooh, insect traps. That's a very good combo with a greenhouse. Let's see what we got though. Trade hub is like a victory condition all by itself. If you go like really hard into just selling off trading packs, this can go like crazy good. That said, I think I'm going to click on Rooty Ground. I have a greenhouse, which means harvesting and planting speed aren't really a factor anymore, because all my food's going to come from a greenhouse, and that does not plant or harvest. You just work in it and make stuff. So, seems good to me. New orders too. I think it's fine to click on these right now. Don't see why not. Cut through the course to discover glades. Both of these rewards are pretty ephemeral. Let's take Risky Expedition. And finally, ooh, good stuff here. Happy Harpies will take a very long time to happen, but the +2 to biscuit production would be pretty stellar. So I'm pretty okay with that happening. Let's get that chopped open. See if we can't buy a solution to the dangerous glade, or maybe it'll just be a blood flower and I can laugh and be like, haha, foxes, just take care of it, lol. But we'll see. We shall see. Alright, what do we got? Oh, it's a withered tree. That's a welcome sight. This is one of the lesser dangerous glade events for sure, because the only thing that happens if you sit on it is cysts burn for 5 seconds longer. Annoying, but it's definitely not going to kill you. So I don't have to hurry on this, like, in the slightest. Well, partially in the slightest. I need to, you know, not let it go forever for sure. But it's also not something I need to hurry up on. So let's clear this out. We found some fertile ground, which is good, and a plantation, which is also pretty good. It's really not enough space to drop a greenhouse on either. I might just have to rebuild this plantation and start picking berries and call that good with food. It's probably worth doing. Haunted Leatherworker is really nice to see. That makes the ranch a lot more exciting, because if we can have a steady supply of water skins, we can make pickled goods quite easily, and the beavers and foxes both like pickled goods, so that's excellent.
Hello.
Do you have any metal to make life just slightly easy on me, Zorg? No, no you do not. Fair. Do we have any sources of amber anywhere? Sort of, but not anywhere close to fast enough. So let's just sell 2 of these. I'm continuing to bank on on finding a drizzle geyser and hopefully a little bit more fertile ground somewhere. This is slightly risky, but you know, when you're... Well, I do have a small farm. I did start with a small farm because I hate being left without any fertile ground exploiting buildings, because that makes food very hard to maintain, in my opinion. So yeah, we're just good for now. I need to get a blight post up sooner rather than later, though. And I found... we have some fertile ground. Okay. Not the drizzle geyser I desperately needed, but fertile ground is a welcome sight for sure. Also some people. Don't really have the food necessary to get them in the colony though, so probably just gonna build a farm for the moment and call it good. It's not gonna get up online, and it's not gonna get online until next year at best, so that's a shame. Drizzle geysers have a slightly higher chance to spawn in small glades if the last update patch notes are well, several updates ago. This game updates like every 2 weeks. It's crazy. The devs are just like, I'm not sure they sleep. Alright, last one. Ooh, no geyser, but more fertile ground. Welcome sight to be sure. Another small hauler station. I'm gonna save that just in case I get another event that requires me to rebuild some ruins. Likewise with this stuff, I don't need a plantation right now. It would be nice, but it is not essential. Do I pop into these now? That feels weird. It is a lot of unneeded hostility just popping willy-nilly into glades, but I also really could use the drizzle geyser. And unfortunately my foxes only detected the clearance waters, leaving me high and, well, I guess sort of dry because I need water, but also not because it's always raining. It's fine. Anyway, all woodcutters, please stop. Get on different kinds of production. Food is looking a mite scarce. So it would not be crazy to put down another camp. Wish I had some harpies to make better use of the herbalist camp. I can, however, guilt-free make use of the trapper's camp, though, so let's just get that one down. Until I get more harpies, I'm gonna hold off on the herbalist camp. And, now I panic a touch. Because Everyone's upset, and I can't do a lot about it. I can make a harpy house once I get some fabric, which is about to be delivered, so that's good. I don't think I've opened enough glades for foxes to solve the problem, right? Yeah, I mean that gets us down to where I'm safely in let's just burn some wood range, which might be as good as it gets. Not my favorite. And also no harpies, but some parts. Might just click that once I can bring them in. I can bring them in. Let's just click it. It's fine. Oop, no I couldn't. I should have paid better attention. Ack. Okay, well, we'll get 2 woodcutters to offset our extremely dumb and rapid reduction of wood. God, my brain is absolutely offline right now. It's as offline as my stream was an hour ago. Anyway, that should shore up our food before the small farm comes online. Ideally. We don't really have a way of making biscuits quite yet until we rebuild the plantation or find a drizzle geyser. I really don't want to have to make a I really don't want to have to make a rain collector because those are not great. Stonecutter's camp has run out of stuff. Go here to collect this stuff instead of the not stuff you have over there. Sounds good to me. Okay. All the harpies are in good housing. I can't quite make it so they're happy, unfortunately. Or, I mean, I can't quite make it so that the foxes are happy. So I don't believe I have any place that they like to be in. I think I'm just gonna have to toggle resolve as the foxes need it. And that'll just have to be okay. Saves on wood at least. Not that I'm in danger of running out right now, but you know, why waste it? So once the harpies start getting upset, I'll unfavor the foxes, and if the foxes start looking like they're about to leave, I'll start burning wood again. And just juggle that a bit. Desperate attempt to save resources. Yeah, I am very uncomfortably low on food. Not great. Yeah, foxes are gonna leave. Let's torch some wood until they're at max. Cut it again. Now we should be good. A little closer than I thought it'd be, but okay. I'm putting all of my faith in finding a drizzle geyser right now, which is bad. It's very unwise gameplay, to be sure, to put all your hopes in something you're not sure of. But oh well. What does Hilda have anyway? The plantation blueprint. That's cool and all, but feels a little unneeded. Basic packaging, gosh, I would love the bakery, but there is a... feels like there's no chance I will have enough food to stuff into boxes and deliver that. Likewise with these things. Maybe I'll do luxury goods at some point. I don't feel set up enough to pop another order, so let's just call that good. Woodcutters are all very busy. Do need this area cleared out to make room for more housing. So just do that. Drizzle geyser! We did it, boys. We're not gonna starve. Alright, now this is a way lower priority. In fact, probably not a priority at all. I may never open that glade during this entire game now. Which is great! Unless you're like some kind of glade opening fetishist or something, in which case... go away. No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. It's fine. I don't judge. Let's get a harpy on the blight post, start making some purging fire, because it's year 3, and we going to have, blight, which will suck. And I'll hate it. But, what can I do about it? Not a whole lot. Put the alchemist hut here? It's a fine place for it, why not? I'm gonna need to make some crystallized dew in order to do the withered tree, but again, just makes blight take longer to burn off. And right now, it's just like extra 5 seconds. It sucks. Like, I do need to make sure I have enough purging fire to kill all the blight rust for sure. But it should not have any chance of killing me, which I appreciate. I would much rather get the reputation point from it than this ephemeral stuff. Plus it spawns extra blight rot, which like it's kind of an anti-synergy with what it is right now. Any good trade routes I can do? Not particularly. We don't have a surplus of, well, anything. So probably not good to trade away anything right now. Non-ideal, but what do you do? Clear this out for a beaver house. Would love another harpy. Let's bring him in. Get her on the hearth to make everything more efficient. And yeah, I think I'm fine with just speeding through things. I feel like I need the amount of builders I have right now. Alright, flowers made. Ah, the greenhouse is made. Excellent. Get some foxes in there, or they'll be happy, because they like using rainwater. We also need to automate this geyser pump, so we actually have some drizzle water. And the provisioner, we can't make biscuits quite yet. Have to wait for the apothecary to get built. But once it is, I will be more than happy to staff the provisioner with people. Okay, we have enough fuel. One person on the blight post should be fine, but I'm gonna just fill it with beavers once the storm hits because I have to cut all wood cutting. Or people will start leaving. So let's just cut all wood cutting, get beavers in there. Hey, the workshop finished. I thought I put that on like -1 priority. That's kind of funny, but honestly welcome, because when you only have one workshop doing literally everything, it gets real overloaded real fast. Alright. Everyone's upset. can we get a... Okay. The fox doesn't quite get us there, so we still have to burn some wood. Which means putting as many beavers on wood cutting as I can, which is 1. So, yeah. We're on a deficit. But we'll deal. I'm gonna turn off... Ooh, can I turn off meat consumption? I can sorta turn off meat consumption. I really want to get these guys back to the Citadel sooner rather than later. And with an extra harpy, I could get you back on the herbalist camp. That'll be lovely. Alright, I think we're fine to fast forward. Looks like the blight rot's being well taken care of. That should do very nicely. Now I'm basically just waiting for materials to be made, which is why I was so very okay with building that extra workshop. Let's get someone on the hauler station. That sounds great. And yeah, it's good. It's all good. I hope this small farm gets built at some point. That'd be sweet. Thank you. Why are the harpies upset? Did we run out of coats? Is that the problem? It's probably the problem. Little scary. I can't really resolve juggle with them being this low. I mean the foxes being that low too. I guess I have to just go down to hostility 0, which is not sustainable in the slightest. Oh, it's hunger, because we only have meat, and I've restricted meat consumption. Okay, well, fair. I expected to get a lot more mushrooms from here by now, but I guess they haven't delivered them yet, which is fair again, but also very mildly inconvenient, and therefore I hate it. Okay, you can go there, you can go there. Get this guy over here. Probably pull someone from the workshop. You go back to the provisioner, start making mushroom flour. Or root flour, I don't care. They're both good. Hi! 2 really good cornerstones here. Small distillery is just free crystallized dew, because the trees drop resin. Very tempted by that, for sure. Survivor bonding is also just, good. It's like the tiny house of Against the Storms. It's not amazing, but you cannot possibly go wrong with it. Let's see if we can't get the free metal more than anything else. That feels smart to me. Alright. Get those guys on food production. Kind of just need everybody on food production right now, because we're low. We're very low. We haven't been able to harvest the vegetables yet. But it looks like we're having our first delivery of mushrooms, so that's good. Varlef have anything I care about? I mean, I need 10 amber for one of my orders, so that's something I should care more about. It's a fair price to pay. I'll do that. Reduce some hostility, get a reputation point. Couple of tools. It's all good. I just spilled my drink a little. Just a little, though, luckily. Okay, we're good. Emergency over. Call off the National Guard. I think I can open these orders now. I feel slightly more established. I need a tavern for this, which, like, I don't mind going for. Either way, it's like, hey, you want better ale production? Like, I guess I do, given those choices. The artisan to make coats sounds really good. Complete 4 dangerous or forbidden glade events. That's hard. God, I wish the UI was back to how it was. Let's get some niceties around the hearth. Call it good. Farliff is leaving. I mean, I don't need the bonus to crystallize, do I think? It's not going to affect anything in any way, I don't think. I do, however, have to consider this now, because we're gonna hit 2 stacks of this, and if I let this go for literally ever, the blight is actually just going to kill me just by virtue of the fact that I can only, like, pop 1 per storm. So, definitely need to consider this a little bit more, which is why the small distillery exists right now. Because it lets me get stuff for that. Wouldn't mind putting a harpy here, but I guess we will put a fox there first. You know what? No, I want more production. I want to have chance of doubling my yields here. Because I need 6 to get this done, and I need to get this done sooner rather than later. I can't put it off forever. Had a nice tall glass of water today, so I don't have voice cracking syndrome like I did last stream. Could stop talking in my throat, I guess, but I'm not used to that. Anyway, let's get down some houses. Trapper's camp has run out of meat. That's fine. Let's get you over here. In fact, considering that you've run out of meat, yeah, we have plenty to get these guys back to the Citadel. Hurry it up. And now I think I can be pretty safe in turning on meat consumption again. It's probably safe before, but yeah. Oh well. Any good trade routes? We are capped on cloth, so it's not crazy to send some out. Sure. You, I assume, have made too much flour, so I guess we can start making biscuits now. Love to have a harpy in there, but our harpies are busy elsewhere, so I guess that's that. Anyway, basically want him to make infinity biscuits, because that's sort of the only thing that uses flour except for pie. Speaking of which, I should put down a furnace for pie and copper bar production, which could come in very handy. And call it good? Probably, Oh, look at all those veggies. Delish! can, however, turn this onto a building grain now because we are milling flour, at least semi on the regular. God, I do want more harpies. Let's get another harpy. This harpy can go into the apothecary and be more efficient than the beaver, who, when he is done with his biscuits, is going right back to the provisioner. Good. Back to milling grain and flour and stuff like that. What to do? What's very nice is that we're also getting bugs for every mushroom we produce in here, which is pretty sweet. Which means we have a source of meat for pies. Everyone loves bug meat pies, right? Doesn't that just make your mouth water? Aren't you just drooling into your shirt at the prospect of bug meat pies? I bet you are. I bet you are. You put someone in the furnace, I guess. Beaver in there, it's fine. Alright, just cut all our woodcutters. Be sad that we're just barely still in level 3 range. And now get people working on other stuff. You got that, it's good. We could put you in the forager's camp. Put you in the trapper's camp. And then 3 builders seems fine to me. Ooh, we finally have enough dew. So let's get foxes working on that. 1 less than the stonecutter's camp is fine. Go cleanse it. And we have a builder, which should suffice. What will not suffice, however, is the amount of resolve we have. Little rough. Little bit rough. Don't like having to burn this much wood this often. But until we get basically infinity biscuits, it's just gonna kind of be how life is. It's just gonna be how it be. God, Chris, you're so elegant. Eloquent? Elegant too. Come on, look at this hair. It's pretty elegant. It's at least elegant adjacent. Elegacent. Can actually cut a wood stack right now, that's good. Get some roads down. Still need a lot of things cut around the warehouse. But I also need to pop into dangerous glades and do other stuff. It's just a lot that's kind of piling up here. Alright, storm's over. Let's get our beavers back to work on woodcutting. Where's the last 2? What did I assign them to? The trapper's camp. Okay, great, kind of. Do need a builder at some point. From somewhere. Sure do. Well, this is 4 seconds from being done. It's fine, we just won't have a builder for a bit. Interesting cornerstone choices. We do have some sea marrow deposits, so like getting money from looting that ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. Love it if I had some bigger deposits, but such is life. Guild catalog is pretty nice when I have a lot of amber, but I don't right now. Silent looting is also very strong if you have or if you're planning on opening a lot of caches. I don't have any way of making tools right now. Are you providing one? No, you are not. You're providing some convenient stuff, though, for sure. We'll get back to her. Uh... Golden Marrow helps right now. So, probably pick that, because it helps. Find a Forbidden Glade for 70 Amber! Wow. Or open 2 Forbidden Glades for minus 50 hostility. That's not worth it, even slightly. But is there a Forbidden Glade close by that I can get to within that kind of time limit? No. There's one. It's quite far. Over here, there's one, even quite farther. There's one. That's a lot more reachable. How much time do we have? 7 minutes. Whew. That's spooky. That's real spooky. But it is doable. And the rewards are pretty out of control. Alright. We'll just have both woodcutters carving a path through here, and hopefully they get to it in time. Do it give Sahilda anything? Plantation's nice, but unnecessary. Pocket knives would be okay. Multiply would just be convenient. I think I'll actually get the better fabric production, because that doubles our fabric production, and that sounds good to me. Thank you for reminding me that the artisan is one of my order rewards. It's also a very difficult order reward. Carpenter makes tools, and we do have a crystallized dew income. That is a way to get a lot of victory points. So let's just call that good enough. God, can I delete this tree? No, I can't. Gosh, darn it. I can't have this one off. If this costs me the timed events, I'll feel silly, but I'll also feel justified, because I can't just have it one away from my warehouse. That's ridiculous. What kind of person do you take me for? It is awfully slow going up here. It's probably smart to put down a warehouse. I do want to have these buildings, be available. Also, I need somebody building. Speaking of buildings. Can I cut someone from something non-essential? Not really. It's all kind of pretty essential. I guess you in the workshop's fine. I never wanted it built there in the first place. But yeah, let's get a warehouse up here so the woodcutters won't have nearly as far to walk. Plus, I plan to put a hearth around here, so, making the leatherworker and the press more efficient is just good. It's just good all around. Also, we have all of our orders now, so I am now allowed to just restore whatever I feel like without worrying about, oh darn it, I needed that for an order. So we can start doing that whenever. Might be soon, too, depending on how things go. how are you doing? You are not out of flour, but materials. That's fine. It's just that our biscuit production is exceedingly slow, which is fair. Where's my other harpy? This is in the alchemist hut. Right. Shoring up our crystallized dew materials, which feels like I could probably call that non-essential and get her into food production. That's not crazy. Also wouldn't mind a field kitchen so I could get some jerky going. Delicious, delicious bug jerky. Mouth-watering goodness. Yeah, let's drop a field kitchen, let's just say over here, sure. Can be moved freely anyway. Get them making jerky. Don't want them making biscuits. This is the best place I can get them to make pickled goods. So we can just use our pottery to make that, though right now I feel like I don't particularly want to. Could also make a little bit of porridge, make the foxes happier. I'm sure we'll get to that at some point. You guys forage, someone on the blight post. This has been built, excellent. Where does all this spare labor go? Even the trapper's camp is fine. And I think 2 builders is a good place to be as well. I definitely need to give due consideration to carving out a spot for my next hearth, which is going to be here. That sure is something I'll need to consider. Also considering I only have 3 minutes for the Forbidden Glade, I need to be much more efficient with the chopping, unfortunately. So let's tell them to be much more efficient with the chopping. In fact, this is not the most efficient route. This is. Let's do that. 2 woodcutters in a warehouse should make this a lot faster. So, in theory, I should be able to get in here. I'm also very worried about what I'll find on the other side, because this is a Forbidden Glade, and this can be a game over in the worst case scenario. Because boy, oh boy, are they ever dangerous. You're just making copper, which is great. Put down the carpenter here for tool production. Let's get a fox in there, help build more building materials. So we don't want to run out of building materials, because then our builders can't build anything. Build, 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 build. Build, 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 build. Build, build. Build, bode, buildings. It's good water. Don't ask what my brain is vomiting up. By the way, if you're watching, you can type in chat !join space forest or town to help or hurt the game respectively. If you feel like doing some interactivity and being like, oh cool, you're playing this game and I'm sort of playing this game. It's like we're playing the game together. That's cool. If you want to be that way. Alright, we did it. We opened it up. Oh hey, this counts as a dangerous glade. That's nice. Yeah. Ultimate challenge, done. Gives us a plus 10 to carrying capacity to bring stuff into the glade, which is very helpful because we'll need it. Alright, what do we got? We got the lightning catcher. dangerous, to be sure, but not terrible. We don't have the tools to complete it yet. Do we have any way of making any of these? We have a provisioner to make barrels. 60 barrels is a very tall order, granted. We could just burn it down, call it good, but can't do that while while the storm's going, because I cannot take 6 extra levels of hostility. God no. Destroy 4 random buildings sucks, but like, certainly it's not the end of the world. I think it's fine to start accumulating barrels slowly. Well, maybe not that slowly, but and also get, also slowly get enough tools to just fix it. Fix it for the reputation point. Just have to remember that I need 5 tools for it. Or, well, 24. Duh. Yeah, we will set this to make tools up to 24. Will be lovely. Just have to remember, if I spy a cache I want to open, to not open it, because I need all the tools for the lightning rod. This will probably go off and destroy some buildings, but I'm okay with that. As long as it's not killing people, I think I'm willing to suck it up. A little worried about the hostility of the coming storm. I'm gonna cough. Blech, okay, I'm better. We're good. I have not choked. Not yet. Haven't choked in game either, ideally. There's the tavern we needed for cups and glasses. Don't see any reason I wouldn't click on that. Let's get it built. Get that built and get the hearth upgraded. God, I hate having to click on this now. God, I hate it so much. Would also love people on food production in there. Can I spare that? Also, you guys can start chopping up this section of the forest now. I no longer care about popping into a glade. Yeah, very hard to pull people from where they are right now. I guess the blight post is fine. We've got like 6 fuel reserves, so it's not a big deal if we don't have that working full time. Same thing with the trapper's camp. We have gotten over the oh god, we're gonna starve to death food hump, so we can probably afford to get some people on cooking here. Alright, get cooking. Limit this to 30 of each of these, that'll be lovely. Really could use someone else in the provisioner, so I'll just put a woodcutter in there. Oh gosh, this is how much hostility I have, huh? This is just how much hostility I'm living with currently. Okay. Little rough. But not impossible. Would you putting you on a geyser pump make you happy enough? Not quite. Putting you in the alchemist hut would though, right? Also not quite. Balls. Forager's camp? There we go. There we go. Now everyone's feeling good. Ish. Everyone's at 1, but that's good enough. Can I afford to put another woodcutter up? I can. Alright, we'll get some woodcutting done during the storm, that's fine. Just gotta make sure we're well stocked in biscuits. and pies. And ideally we get that last fox house made too. Ooh, sure would love to complete the leather worker. Harpies resolve are low. We ran out of pie! Everybody panic! We're out of pie! Can you, like... Hauler, can you take stuff from everywhere and put it away? That'd be nice. Yeah, he's bringing flour here. Will you... I don't think he delivers to the warehouse. Which is unfortunate. It is very convenient that he will take necessary ingredients to basically all of these places. I mean, look how efficient this guy is being. It's crazy. Stonecutter's camp has run out, so get this stuff. I guess we're good for now. Don't like burning this much wood during the storm, but it kind of is what it is. We don't have enough complex food for everybody to be happy during the storm. Like, there is a tactic where you deny them complex food until like late clearance, and then activate it so you get all your resolve during the storm when you actually need it. But they don't like rationing, and it's mean. I don't like being mean to people. Anyway, storm's over. Let's see what we get. Don't really need mushroom seedlings, given that we have a greenhouse producing mushrooms non-stop. I wouldn't mind urban planning, though I'm not doing that much trading right now. Counterfeit amber's okay, if it's very dangerous. I mean, urban planning is good enough to take, but I feel like I want to re-roll for something better here. Baptism of fire ain't bad. It's a way to reduce hostility, which is always very important. Okay. We'll do that. It's really nice I got that on year 6 when another blight storm will hit. So that'll just dump a whole bunch of hostility reduction on us in many ways. More efficient hearth sounds really great. Generous donation also sounds fine. Also, I should give due consideration to my imminent doom. Yeah, we're producing things awful slow. I need to speed things up a touch. Where's all my non-optimally placed beavers? Are you all in the provisioner? Is that just where you live now? I mean, I did place people into places I don't particularly care to have them because I needed the happy. Okay, beavers are there. That's fine. I'll swap you out of the hauler station, put you in the carpenter, get you working on tools. I need 24 of them, and I need metal, which is either from the furnace or the crystallized dew or woodcutting or whatever. Yeah, I feel like I need more people again. Yeah, we're making barrels, it's just very slow, unfortunately. Especially with nobody on the provisioner. Ah. Ah. Where do I pull people from? Where are the newcomers? I need more people. Ugh. I also need more aesthetics and harpy resolve, because I could do happy harpies, like right now if I cared to. And I do care to, so let's do that. This warehouse, this thing's gonna just be here forever. I'm just gonna have to accept it. We'll put some lovely stuff around it. Some flowers, put some flowers here. That's 8 aesthetics, which is enough. Now I need some comfort. And we're just gonna make what we're gonna do over here is we're gonna make a cute dining area outside the tavern. Because that sounds lovely. Okay. Extra 4. Unfortunately, I need more comfort than that. Just slap a park next to it? Sure. That seems fine. Okay. We'll get them building it. You don't have enough flour, which makes sense given that the provisioner is very busy with barrels. More people. It's good. Let's grab you two, that'll be good. Good and fine and dandy. You can go to the herbalist camp. You can help Paul. Actually, I might want to help you to make more tools. We need to hit 24 rather quickly. I mean, 4 buildings are going to blow up, let's be clear. There's no chance of actually getting this on time, but, you know, I also can't just let it sit forever either. Good water. It's not actually, it's just tap water and it's kind of chlorinated. Flower beds and the bushes, they are your top priority. Hurry! We must get the flowers done. It is of vital import. Don't question your viceroy. Just trust me that we need them. Where are all our planks anyway? Here, they are here. They have 12 planks in storage right now. Fair. Just gonna force a delivery. Forcing a delivery so these can actually get built within a time frame that is in my lifetime. Ugh. Gonna stretch. It's a good stretch. Good needed stretch. Let's fast forward a bit. I think I couldn't afford to right now. Are you done with your tools? You are. Wonderful. I actually don't mind you helping out with plank production over here. And how are you doing on barrels? Not very close, unfortunately. It's too bad. Cutter's fully staffed. You two swap here. And let's get you two working on the Glade event. We don't have the barrels for it yet, but I may as well assign them so that they start delivering goods to the lightning catcher. And by the time they're done delivering those, ideally we'll have enough barrels for them. Also, I need somebody building stuff. Ag. Okay. Let's cut that guy, it's fine. Beanery's real nice. It's less nice that because I have a, herbity-burbity-burr. It's less nice because I have a granary in the north that I could use. But, still, porridge and pickled goods will make the foxes very happy. I have a flawless leatherworker up here that I plan to eventually create at some point once you know, I'm not swamped with danger. Cooperage is kind of meh. It's fine. Forester's Hut would let me grow crystallized too, but we've already got like an okay income of it. I don't feel a pressing need for growing it super duper fast. Would be a lot, granted. Well, nothing says I have to make that choice right now. Still lacking flour, because we're making as many barrels as possible. Which we kind of need to right now. Oh, no we don't! They are going to get ingredients. Have we made enough barrels? God, look at these absolute unit foxes carrying 16 barrels across the entire town. That's just nuts. Anyway, I wouldn't mind keeping a small stock of barrels around, but for right now, flour is the priority, because we can't run out of biscuits or pie. That would be a disaster. Everyone would panic and freak out. Hello, Infinidave. Did I just have to say the word disaster and that summoned you? Is that what happened? Maybe. Let's just get the beanery. It's a pretty thing. Whew. I do need ale production, and Scribe is very good. Temple's also very good. Gonna go with Scribe, because ale is part of an order, and that's just it's just a good idea to make that when you can. Now you start work around this time. Okay, fair enough. Oop, yep, there went the lightning tower. It's a little whoopsie doodles. Little, better rebuild all that stuff moment. Not the worst it could have been. Yeah. They rearranged the difficulties. Yeah, just a bit. I think it was a good balancing change, to be honest. Yeah. Lightning Catcher's a little annoying, but, you know. Blowing up 4 buildings is not blowing up 4 people, so I'm okay with it. Alright. Oh yeah, no traders is like a huge difficulty spike. Like, absolutely enormous. It's very difficult. Oh god, right, the Blight. I should have assigned them way, way earlier. Ah. Ooh boy, don't like that. Don't like that at all. It's behind acid soil. Ooh. That's even rougher. Gosh, that'd be a very, very rough game. Holy moly. Still, seems like you got through it enough. Alright, let's put some people in the tavern. That should shore up a little bit of happiness. Not quite enough though. I do need to worry about not clearing out the blight cysts enough in order to sacrifice wood. Come on, uncorrupt, thank you. There we go. We good. No more cysts. Boy, that would have killed me if I was playing on Prestige 10. That is super dangerous to just let the blight go like that. Super dangerous and super dumb. That's why I play on lower difficulties, because it's a lot more calm. Oh yeah, flooded roads. Can't afford to do any trading right now. Sadness. Saddest of sad faces. What happened? Oh, the lightning tower finished. And I got some rep. Excellent. Kind of. Would have preferred not to get some rep and then also immediately bump up a hostility level, but it is what it is. A lot of ruins up here I would love to rebuild. I think I will get to work on cleansing the leatherworker when the storm ends. The press is pretty low priority. To the point where I kind of question if I'm ever going to build it. But yeah, we're good right now. Greenhouses are doing some truly impressive work for us. You don't like the big hauler station, but you got it twice in the first 3 blueprints. I mean, it's pretty good. Like, it fits in the same slot as a small hauler station, and it really improves your efficiency, like just a lot in general. Hello, hi Exposed Odin. Oh good, more poison. Ah, I love it. Love that for us. Love that for us in general. These are both fine. I don't think I can bring these people in right now, though. Yeah, that would put us at hostility 4. And we're already burning wood, and I don't want to do that. Also feel like I could use an altar really bad right now. But you need production buildings. Well, you know, I understand. It does dilute the pool a little. I have a funny feeling that they have increased the chance of that showing up in blueprints, thanks to it being like literally a day ago they implemented it. So they may rebalance that in the next update. They put it in the tier of service buildings, or at least below it. Not even sure what that means, to be honest. Okay, you're done with making do for the moment. So it spawns later down the line. I mean, yeah. There are definitely ways it could be a lot better. Okay, you guys make some barrels so we can make some wine. Also love to make pickled goods. That's not quite in the cards right now. Grab these people. Hopefully get these trees chopped down sooner rather than later. Alright. Put the beavers back to work. And find a beaver that is not being used optimally. You're not being used optimally. Good. Get out there. Use that. And now foxes. I need 3 of you to cleanse the haunted leatherworker. Because Drizzle just started and we can afford the massive, massive hostility hit. Anywho. Hi. Hilda's cookbook is pretty good here. We are making pie. And I would also love to not have to make jerky. So, sounds good to me. Especially 1-star jerky. Sucks. Sucks a whole lot. Can I get a fox in here? Not ideally, not in an ideal way, but I can. Oop, yes, less hostility. I'm not even going to think about not clicking on that. Wine for producing ale. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I don't care that much about making wine in that case. Nah, I do. I'm going to need a ton of wine for this colony, because everyone loves it. Still, it's nice to have. Got plenty of money. Let's just buy a whole bunch of stuff. Might actually buy the trader thing too. It's pretty cheap. It's fine. It's fine and good. Wouldn't mind selling some extra stuff right now, given that selling stuff during drizzle gives its extra amber. But right now, it is unneeded. What is needed is all this getting chopped up. Alright. Theoretically, with foxes on that, we should not be too worried about the slowly increasing resolve penalties. I'm good on wildfire essence. I'm okay on pipes. I guess we're fine. I don't need anything from Redwald. Get out of here. Nobody needs you around these parts. I needed the water. Making skewers isn't a bad option. I don't need to make trade goods or anything. I do need to make luxury goods at some point, though. Do I have any spare anythings? Not really. I guess, you know, set it to 20 packs of luxury goods, put wine in it. It'll be good enough. Have to be good enough. Did that count as a dangerous glade event? I don't think it did. But if it did, that would be pretty sweet. This one also did not count. That is a shame. Let's make sure all of our fabric is now produced in the leatherworker, though, because it's 3-star, which is kind of crazy. Ooh, we can also make packs of luxury goods, like, way better in here. So, yeah. Let's make sure we get the 20 of them made in here. And as for water skins, we can't really make them without any leather, which we don't currently have. So that's kind of that. You can rebuild that. That will be lovely. Looks good. Hey, Infiniday is no longer poisoning me. Huzzah! Although, just because he's idle. But, you know. He has more important stuff to do than make life harder on me. Presumably. Can we put this hearth down yet? We can. Finally. Finally, finally, finally. Let's get some roads up to it. Start making more residences. Yes. That will be lovely. Alright, that should house all the beavers. Need to clear out some more space for the foxes. Hopefully that will get done at some point. Very happy foxes right now, which is a surprise. Herbalist camp has run out of stuff. Well, there's more stuff over here. So get the stuff over here instead of the stuff back there. Also would not mind getting the brick oven built and swapping all of our pie production to there, but that's a bit of a ways away. Right now, feels smarter to focus on other important things. Yeah. Still need to complete a bunch of dangerous glade events, because none of these count, which kind of sucks. So I'll have to pop into this soonish, which is a little spooky. Only a little, though. Gained reputation, lost impatience, went up a hostility level. Good and bad. What is your problem? Running out of herbs. Well, put berries in it. It also suggests to me that I need more people on the greenhouse. And the storm has hit. Isabel, please do something for me. 0 hostility from woodcutters is awfully nice. Yeah, I'll take that every time. Stormforge seal? I'm not gonna get anything from it, and probably not ever. Global resolve for every impatience point? I mean, it gives me something, so let's take the thing that gives me something. It's generally a good principle. And, ooh, Stormforge survivor bonding is kinda nutty. Let's take it. Let's take it and see how we're faring. We're faring fine. Unsurprising, given that the woodcutters no longer count for hostility, so that's like... It's like a good 2 hostility levels just from that. So we definitely fine. Any good trades up? Not really. Not really. Wouldn't mind opening a cache and sending it to the Citadel, though. There are free fox around. Provisioners idle. That's surprising. Let's up the limit of flour. I guess take someone off of it. You can go open up a cache. Sounds fine. Woof. Things are going pretty smoothly this game, though. Unless something truly heinous happens, I should cruise towards a minorly comfortable victory. Definitely not going to claim it'll be a super comfortable one, but I should win. In theory. Anyway, let's get you making ale. We'll need to stockpile 40 of it at some point, so that definitely means I will need to have a lot of people running it. Anyway, I'll stop making veggies, start making nothing but grain in the farm. Because I have more need of grain than I do of anything else. Is there a better place I can put you? Not really. Ick. Ick, I say. Newcomers, just in time. I was just thinking, who the heck do I cut to get this job? The metal's probably, like, the most valuable here. So let's get that done and going. Ooh, I would love somebody in the low weather worker, though, so let's put you both in there. We can put one dude in the plantation? Seems okay. Honestly, it should be foxes, though. Because at the moment, they're very happy. We could go over here. Just opened a cache, got another blueprint. Well, not a blueprint, but another rep level. Still just kind of want to not use the cookhouse at all. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's wrong with me. I blame fatigue. But anyway, let's pop into this glade. See if we can't get it open during late storm so we can know what we're dealing with. Perfect. Kind of. The open vault. This is fairly easy to handle. So let's do that. Let's just get a bunch of fabric and seal off the top. Call it good. Ooh, hi! Zorg's secret ingredient is really good. Just need to make pickled goods in the beanery, and we'll be very happy for it. You can make porridge here, which kind of means this place has now become completely superfluous. Not sure I enjoy the new squish noise for when you put stuff back in the warehouse. Sounds like somebody is like squeezing a sponge that is full of Jello pudding. But that's the choice they made. It's their game. Anyway, let's make a bunch of pickled goods. Don't think, like, a cap almost seems ridiculous at the amount of goods we need for it. And you can turn basically anything you like into porridge, and that'll be lovely. The ranch has shown up, but I mean, this would get us a good supply of the thingies of leather, so that the leather worker could, like, make leather goods, if one can even imagine. Let's just buy everything, it's fine. There's no order to hoard wealth. There is points at the end of the game to hoard wealth, but I don't care about points. Anyway, hopefully this is getting done in time. All it takes is one lone fox to carry everything it needs to. Alright. They're working on it, good. We will not have a literal cloud of death descend upon us. That makes me feel better. Definitely don't need skewers. Don't need Trago. We don't need any of this. Roll me a service building, please. The Explorer's Lodge? That is quite a bit of global resolve. The kiln's also really great, but I have Woodcutter's Prayer and I'm in the Royal Woodlands. I don't think I will run out of fuel at any point ever. Hello, the clothier. Right, I still have yet to get the artisan, haven't I? You know what? Let's just get the clothier. We're so past due for it. We have been coatless this entire game. I'm surprised they haven't rebelled already. Okay. That'll do fine. Alright. Got all that built. Lovely. How are we doing on housing? Poorly. Poorly is the answer. Let's build some fox houses. We'll also need to build harpy houses. Only the one, though, so that's nice at least. Where's our stonecutter camp? All the way over there, huh? I need this place cleared out. And you are the man to do it. Single fox in the stonecutter's camp. I don't know why I turned Russian there. Look, I'm a little sleepy. My brain is not functioning on all cylinders, so I can't be held responsible for basically anything I say, in whatever accent it happens to pop up in. Oh my god, everybody's super happy. That's nice. We're getting there. Also a stormwater geyser. I feel like I'm not going to make use of much of that. Or any of these, actually. Let's get the kiln. It had the decency to show back up. The least I could do is pick it. How are we doing in the tavern? Serving a lot of ale? Sure are. Gosh, I'm gonna need to build another field of grain just to keep up with the ale supply. Not that there's a lot of fertile ground around. Ooh, luxury goods is done. Wonderful. Who is making that? The leather worker? Right. You may now stop. Thank you very much. Let's build the ranch over by the leather workers so they don't have to walk very far. Luxury goods complete. We have 4 new people. We make jerky slightly better now. Get you working on that then. Feels like the amount of barrels I have is the big bottleneck. So let's make sure the provision is fully stocked. Then get the scribe fully stocked. Because if I can get 40 ale, if I can get 40 ale, I win. So let's just... Sorry, beavers, you're no longer allowed to drink ale. Suck it up. My throat hurts and I could use a nap. So no more booze. Resolve is low. Still kind of low. It's a surprise. And not a welcome one either. Come on now, be happy. Never mind, we win. I'm not leaving the town in the best of shape, but I did it. That's what counts, and I did it before the year ended, which means I get another year on the world map. Huzzah! Let's get an obsidian box, and yeah, hopefully make our way towards the adamantine seal. And if it proves to be impossible, I'll just pivot to the titanium one. But hey, we got a thingy. We got an event. Let's see. You can either lose 20 eggs but gain 5 seal fragments. 20 less eggs for all of my caravans forever is a little spaced. Or hunt the swarm modifier. No orders. Traders arrive 50% slower, but if you succeed, you'll get 4 reserve embarkation points, and all your starting caravans will have 40 insects during this cycle. Wow, that is a huge, huge boon. And boy, is that really hard. That is very, very hard. No orders, no traders. Holy, well, traders arriving 50% slower. That's just very, 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 very rough. So I'll probably do it. Yeah. But that's for next time. For now, I am going to feed my cat, and maybe even myself, and then take a little nap. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate that. Let me see if there's a fun channel I can send you off to. And yeah, I'll call it here. Thanks for watching me play Against the Storm. Really appreciate that. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Peace.